衰仔，你真係害。
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're breaking down the classic 1978 movie Drunken Master. The movie opens with a skilled fighter named Thunderleg, traveling to a quiet, hidden spot. There, he finds a letter offering him money to kill a famous boxing champion named Charlie Way. Thunderleg takes the job and goes straight to find Charlie. When he arrives, he tells Charlie outright that he's come to kill him. Charlie panics and offers to pay Thunderleg double if he kills the person who hired him instead. But Thunderleg turns him down, saying it would be dishonorable to betray a paying client. The two then fight, and Thunderleg easily beats Charlie. The scene moves to a kung fu school, where Master Wong is watching his students train. He suddenly has to leave and puts his assistant in charge. The students don't take the assistant seriously, especially Freddy, Wong's own son, who starts teasing him with a friend. When the assistant tells Freddy that being the master's son doesn't make him special, the two end up fighting, and Freddy beats him easily. Later, Freddy and his friends spot a pretty girl on the street. Freddy bets that he can hug her and uses a snake he grabbed from a vendor's basket to scare her into his arms. But the girl's mother shows up and beats Freddy badly with her own kung fu, forcing him to run. On his way home, Freddy sees a man named Lee bullying a poor vendor, refusing to pay properly for a piece of jade and breaking it when the vendor complains. Freddy steps in and beats Lee. Even though Lee pulls out a sword, he is no match to Freddy. Freddy returns the stolen money to the vendor, and warns Lee not to cross him again. When Freddy gets home, he finds his father talking to a woman who turns out to be his aunt and her daughter, the very girl from the snake incident. Freddy tries to sneak away but gets caught. His aunt stays quiet about the snake, but her daughter tells Wong that Freddy was harassing her. Right as Wong is about to punish his son, Mr. Lee storms in with his injured boy, demanding Freddy be punished for the beating. Wong wants to handle it himself, but his sister convinces him to let the victims punish Freddy instead. They agree Freddy will take 10 hits without fighting back. After all 10 hits, Freddy is still standing, and completely unfazed. Anger makes the man to keep attacking past the limit, so Freddy fights back and beats him. The Lee family storms off, swearing to be back for revenge. Wong then punishes Freddy by forcing him to hold a painful position for 5 hours a day. Freddy, being clever, gets his friends to help him cheat his way through it. Wong is frustrated and decides to send him to train under a man called Beggar So. While serving his punishment, a friend warns Freddy that Beggar So is known for crippling his students. Freddy is scared and runs away instead, with no food or money. He goes to a restaurant, sits beside a stranger, and orders a huge meal planning to dodge the bill only to find out the stranger is the restaurant's owner. The staff start beating him for it. In the middle of the beating, an old man steps in and helps Freddy fight them off. Freddy thanks him, not realizing this old man is Beggar So, the same trainer he ran away from. He even insults Beggar So to his face without knowing who he is. When Beggar So reveals his identity, Freddy tries to run, but Beggar So's strange fighting style is far stronger than his. Beggar So drags him back to his cottage to start training. On his first night, Freddy tries to escape several times, but Beggar So stays alert and stops him every time. The next day, training begins. Freddy is told to keep moving water between two large cauldrons. Tired of the chore, Freddy fakes drowning to trick Beggar So into helping him, then traps the old man in the cauldron and runs off. Sometime later, Freddy is hiding out at Thunderleg's secret location, drying his clothes, when Thunderleg suddenly shows up. He orders Freddy to leave, but Freddy talks back rudely. Thunderleg beats him easily but decides to spare his life, saying that killing him would be a disgrace. He humiliates Freddy by making him crawl out from under his leg. Beaten and humiliated, Freddy can't stop thinking about the encounter and decides to get revenge one day. He goes back to Beggar So to finish his training properly. From here, the real training starts. Beggar So trains Freddy's hands using a stick, and at first Freddy can barely hold his food because his hands are so sore. He eventually gets strong enough to crack walnuts with his bare fingers. One day, Beggar So takes Freddy to a gambling house. Beggar So has sharp eyes and wins every round, hoping to earn money for his weekly drinks. As he tries to leave with his winnings, a thug challenges him to one final bet and tries to cheat, but Beggar So catches him in the act. The thug tries to run off with the money, but Freddy stops him and demands it back. The thug challenges Freddy to fight, and after struggling at first, Freddy grabs a hammer and beats him. Beggar So sends Freddy to buy wine with the winnings, but Freddy spends most of it on food instead and adds water to the little wine he brings back. Back at the cottage, Beggar So has grown weak without his usual drinks. The thug returns with a feared fighter known as the Bamboo Master to take revenge. The Bamboo Master starts beating Beggar So, and when Freddy arrives with the watered-down wine, Beggar So can't fully unleash his drunken fighting style. The two are forced to run and hide until the Bamboo Master leaves. That night, Beggar So scolds Freddy for wasting the money instead of bringing proper wine. Freddy argues that if Beggar So had trained him properly, he could have handled the fight himself. Beggar So then reveals that everything until now was just the basics, and declares Freddy finally ready for real training. Beggar So opens 2 jars of preserved alcohol, and they both drink until they're fully drunk. Beggar So then teaches Freddy the techniques of his 7 legendary masters, one with total control over his inner self, the other, one with the strongest kicking leg, a heavyset master known for sheer power, another one who specializes in stealth, one focused on double attacks, one trained in neck strikes, and finally one who uses graceful, elegant movement to outsmart opponents. Freddy trains day and night to learn them all. Meanwhile, Mr. Lee shows up at Wong's house again, demanding to know why Wong won't let him buy land from the villagers. Lee makes up an excuse about a family curse, but Wong sees through it. He knows the land has valuable coal, and Lee just wants to profit from it. Wong refuses, even after Lee offers him a cut, and throws him out. Lee is furious and decides to hire Thunderleg again, to kill Master Wong this time. Around the same time, Freddy is heading back to Beggar So's cottage with the weekly wine. He runs into the Bamboo Master's training hall and decides to settle on taking revenge from before. He provokes the Bamboo Master into a fight, and at first the Bamboo Master dominates him, but Freddy starts drinking from his wine and switches into the drunken style. The Bamboo Master is completely outmatched and admits defeat. Freddy even walks off with 2 extra barrels of wine. When he returns to Beggar So's cottage, the old man is gone, leaving behind a letter saying Freddy's training is complete and that he should return home to be a good son. Back at the dojo, Freddy learns that Lee's men have been illegally digging up the coal-filled land. Wong rushes to the site. He finds Thunderleg waiting for him. Thunderleg challenges Wong, explaining that he respects him as a worthy opponent and intends to kill him honorably. The two begin fighting, and Thunderleg quickly gains the upper hand until Freddy bursts in and insists on fighting in his father's place. Beggar So also shows up, and tells Thunderleg that he won't interfere, and is confident that Freddy alone can finish the job. Freddy and Thunderleg then face off in a final, intense battle. Drawing on everything he's learned from his training and the techniques of all 7 masters, Freddy finally defeats Thunderleg for good, bringing the movie to its end. Let us know what you thought in the comments, and tell us which movie you'd like us to recap next. See you in the next one.